Some have called her a miracle child. Ava Jacobs is one little girl who has beat the odds. Reporter Ashley McMillan has more.
It's news that parents never want to hear.
It's them that when they first met Ava, they didn't have much hope that she would be alive a year later.
Ava Bray, or Ava Brave, as everyone calls her, was diagnosed with brain cancer when she was only 13 months old.
You know, that she had a very, very aggressive form of cancer, and one in which, you know, they weren't very sure of her outcome. As a parent, not perhaps wanting to know probabilities of the outcome, we weren't quite ready when they told us what chance she had of survival. And
the doctors weren't very optimistic.
So they told us that as a result of taking out about a third of her, well, 70% of her cerebellum at the age of just 13 months, that she would probably never walk, that she wouldn't develop normally in her motor skills because that affects much of your motor skills, and so that she would probably not finish high school. She would probably be special needs, that she may not ever get married, be able to hold a normal relationship with another person. She probably wouldn't be able to have a normal job.
But the Jacobs found strength in others and became optimistic.
You know, no tears. We're gonna tough this out. We're gonna be happy. We're gonna smile. Even when we're in the hospital for months on end.
No one in their family was willing to give up. Ava went through brain surgery and 40 weeks of chemotherapy, and she came out of it cancer-free.
She's learning to say things. She knows her colors. She can count to maybe 17, as many steps as we have in our house. We count the steps all the way to the top.
Jeremy and Amy watched their little girl beat the odds.
I think the biggest accomplishment that stands in our mind is maybe 6 weeks in, maybe 2 months. She stood up in her crib. She still had tubes coming out of her brain, and she was just smiling while her brain was pushing out all this fluid, and we were dumping up and down. And our hope is that you, moms and dads, anyone that's facing something difficult, whatever it might be, live every second you have to the moment, and live like there is no tomorrow. You know, that vacation you're planning on taking, why wait?
This year, the Jacobses are hitting the track for the Relay for Life.
Here to Bismarck for the Bismarck Relay to specifically pray for our daughter, to celebrate the hope that we had for her in the light of all that was happening, and that was in our absence. And so we were on the telephone sitting in the hospital listening to our family singing and celebrating and walking around the track. And this year, we can be here. And our daughter that wasn't supposed to walk is going to make her first lap around the Century High School track. And she'll be there with her squeaker shoes that you saw.
Ava will continue having MRIs every 3 months and will be under surveillance most of her life. But Ava Brave is a miracle.
And that's, I guess, a story of miracles for her.
In Bismarck, Ashley McMillan, KX News.
Ava and her family are walking in the Relay for Life, which is going on right now at the Century High School track. The walk continues through tomorrow morning.